Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us here on what was a little bit of a rainy Sunday afternoon. I'm Jordan Smith. Hoopers played through some of that heavy rain this afternoon. This was around 2 o'clock, taken by our Melissa Luck. And the good news is the rain cleared out quickly, and we have coverage of the last day of Hoop Fest coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's send things to meteorologist Matt Gray, who is tracking clusters of showers and thunderstorms throughout the region, including some hail in some spots.
That's right. These storms did have the capability of producing some hail earlier on, and we may not be done quite yet with storms that could produce hail, gusty winds. Plus, of course, there's that lightning. We heard some thunder across Spokane earlier today. So let's go from east to west across our region and take a zoom in at what's going on right now. First of all, it does look like we've got some heavy rain kind of bracketing the Silver Valley. So if you're in Kellogg, you can already see some of these cells trying to get some lightning going, so a good idea to head inside in Kellogg, Wallace, and Mullen until some of this rain passes over or passes by your location. We head further to the west, and we've got some showers developing over Rockford. We've also got some rain that just crossed over the Palouse Highway. It's going to be through the south side of Dishman Hills and crossing Highway 27 here as we head through the next 15-20 minutes or so. Let's head north now to where we've got a thunderstorm producing quite a bit of lightning on the top of your screen just south of Ione. That's crossing Highway 20 and the Kootenai River right now. That's not Kootenai, that's the Pend Oreille River. Oh, goodness. I'm in trouble. It's some light rain that's just moving through Newport, so you're about to get a little shower in Priest River here in about 5 minutes. It's been a long week, everybody. Cheney, south of Cheney, right around the Badger Lake area. We've had these showers that have been trying to keep themselves going. Looks like they're starting to weaken a little bit, but they are trying to make their way to Highway 195. We'll see if they get there, but they do look much weaker than they did about a half hour ago. And we've also had these little group of thunderstorms. Once again, also looks like they're weakening a little bit after they went through the Grand Coulee Dam area. It's this group of showers I'm going to be watching for the rest of the night, because as they move towards Fort Spokane, and then they'll eventually make their way towards the city of Spokane. So we're going to keep a chance for some showers and storms through at least 8 o'clock, and things may linger on even a little bit longer. We've got your forecast for the 4th of July week coming up.
All eyes on that forecast, Matt. Thank you for that. Well, almost every summer for the past 35 years, Hoop Fest has brought out tens of thousands of people to downtown Spokane, and there have been countless characters throughout the years that have made the event so special. Our Alex Tresenti is live in Riverfront Park tonight and talked to one man who's seen just about everything that this event has to offer. Alex?
Yeah, Jordan, like you said, 35 years is a long time. You're not going to meet too many people that have been involved in all 35 Hoop Fests, but we caught up with one familiar face who's been in basketball much longer than that, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. Every June for the last 35 years, one man has patrolled the courts of Hoop Fest, ruling it with an iron fist.
It's being able to control, because they want to hang on the rim, and that is disallowed or you're out of here.
For Larry Wendell, his involvement with basketball goes back even further than the start of this event.
The game is to start officiating, and I've just had a real fine career.
He started calling games at the junior and senior high school levels, and then eventually worked his way up to college ball.
Worked my first D1 game, Loyola Chicago and Gonzaga right here in Spokane.
And through the decades, Larry's no-nonsense attitude left a mark on even the fiercest of competitors.
He would always come up and go, "Here!" every single time and point at you, and you knew it was his foul, and he called it, and I could never steamroll him and get an extra call.
Then in 1990, when Hoop Fest tipped off for the first time, Larry was called into action once again.
When it started, there was nobody with collegiate experience to work the elite, and so the marshal said, "I look at the roster, you're the only college official, and so we need you at center."
And 35 years later, he may not be able to do it as fast as he once did.
The surgeon said, "I don't think you should do it this year, sit out a year," because he says, "I've watched you for years," and he says, "You're going to get that call that you need to sell, and that arm's going up, and we're going back to surgery."
But his love for the game hasn't diminished one bit.
It's that gut feeling to get out there and get going.
And for his contributions to the game, Larry was inducted into the 2024 Hooptown Hall of Fame. So now he sits alongside the likes of John Stockton and Adam Morrison, like you just saw in that story. But for now, reporting live in Riverfront Park, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Alex, a well-deserved Hall of Fame induction there. That is a great story. And there were an estimated 25 wheelchair basketball teams at Hoop Fest this year. But out of all of the talented disabled athletes, there was one who had more pressure than most. Sports director Julian Minnesone has more on his inspiring story.
That's right, Jordan. One of the most decorated athletes came in the wheelchair division. Rafael Bocho is a 3-time Paralympian, but this was his first time competing at Hoop Fest. As for Rafael, it's not about winning the championships. He's carrying the weight of a nation on his shoulders. Rafael Bocho isn't fazed by competition. He's been overcoming obstacles his whole life.
I've lived with the disability for over almost 38 years now.
Rafael developed polio at 4 years old, causing the bottom half of his body to be paralyzed. In his native country of Ghana, those with disabilities are seen as cursed and are sometimes killed.
People think like, hey, you are not somebody that we need to recognize, be part of the family.
When Rafael was a teenager, he and his family moved to another region. That's where he found the Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled, an organization that provides opportunities for people with disabilities. It's where he was introduced to the world of adaptive sports.
I was laughing because I said, no, you need your leg to do sports. If you don't have your leg, how can you practice any sport?
That first sport was basketball.
In a relationship, somebody would say my first love.
But the love of the game comes second to the love for his country. In 2008, he competed in his first Bloomsday and hopes to cross the finish line and keep those with disabilities off the sidelines.
I use the sport for a bigger picture of being a voice for the voiceless up there in Ghana, looking at the perception that people have.
The Ghana Statistical Service reports that of the nearly 30 million people in Ghana, 8% have a disability, a 5% increase compared to previous data. For Rafael, an increase in numbers is a race against time to decrease the stigma.
So if you are not lucky enough to be able to have 1 or 2 people out of the family who loves you who you are, you suicide yourself or you'll be locked up or you not get any opportunity.
A 3-time Paralympian, Rafael is playing in Hoop Fest for the first time. A new challenge with the same message.
A lot of people back home see me as their voice because I got opportunity to speak on their behalf. I fight for things that they deserve.
And Rafael started the Go Get 'Em Wheelchair Racing Club. It's an organization that provides opportunities for disabled athletes through the power of sport. For more information on how to help Rafael or the Go Get 'Em Racing Club, you can visit our website, kxly.com. Jordan?
Just an incredible story, Julian. Thanks so much. And there's so many of those every year, these incredible stories of Hoop Fest, from the people traveling from overseas to the ones in town who have never missed a game, each court with a different story. And for one Spokane family, this tournament is a way to remember their 19-year-old son. Hunter Bertram has the story of the court dedicated to his memory.
Turning the corner and seeing that just makes my heart, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
Nearly every court at Hoop Fest has some type of message or sponsorship on the backboard. But here at the court at Washington and Riverside, the message goes much further than what you would expect.
Kimber Erickson's son died by suicide 4 years ago. Returning to Hoop Fest, one of Kellen's favorite events, is a flood of emotions for Kimber and her family. Bittersweet emotions.
Are you playing on this court right now, your family?
A mom who lost her son is driven by a new mission, one that's displayed 10 feet above this court.
Kellen, he loved basketball so much. I mean, he loved playing, he loved watching. It's just Kellen.
Every game, every player, and every hoop happens under her son's name and the word cares. Community, awareness, resources, education, and support.
Yeah, specifically, we asked if they would put young boys on that court.
Kimber's mission is to bring awareness to young men about what happened to her son. She has found that making it a shining beacon at Riverside in Washington in downtown during Hoop Fest is the best way to do so.
It's okay to ask for help. It's okay that they're actually struggling. That's a part of life, but they need to reach out to somebody, and it's so important.
This court is also next to what they believe was the last court Kellen played on. And being here at this intersection, this family remembers their son one basket at a time. In downtown Spokane, I'm Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Hunter, thanks so much for that report there. And the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament doesn't come without some risks, too. Players dealt with a wide array of injuries this year, from sprained ankles and road rash to concussions and torn Achilles. Multicare is reporting over 1,000 patient visits to its on-site care centers. The visits included serious injuries, like we said, blown Achilles, some broken bones, and ACL tears. We spoke with the medical director of Hoop Fest, who explained to us that the large number of injuries is likely due to the massive amount of players and spectators this year, but the injuries won't stop when the tournament is over. Players should take the next few days pretty easy.
I always say it's never wrong to take a rest day after such a huge endeavor. I do think that it's important for folks to finish strong, so when they can in between games, cool down, ice whatever is sore, make sure they get plenty of fluids, plenty of nutrition. Overall, though, in the coming days, the biggest thing is to take it easy, stretch.
Some good advice there. For the first time in its 35 years, a team from Italy hit the Hoop Fest courts. After the break, here how a partnership with Gonzaga's sports management program made it possible.
And we're going to talk about your forecast heading into the July 4th week. Folks, it's about to really feel like summer out there. We'll show you how hot we are expected to get in the days ahead. Coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by Grant County Tourism.
I love you just the way God
Don't miss Parmalee, Contemporary Country Hitmakers, live Thursday, September 12th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens.
They're lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry, you've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
GMC of Riverfront Park is starting the 4th of July party early with a free 4th of July sale. Let freedom ring with a 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Pro 4x4 with up to $14,000 in savings. With a Turbo Max engine and top-tier towing, the Sierra 1500 is perfect for towing your toys. Take $4,000 off MSRP on the powerful 2024 Canyon Crew Cab Elevation. These pre-4th of July deals are so hot, they're explosive. GMC of Riverfront Park is family-owned and operated and home of Warranty Forever.
Feeling from a backed up gut? Miralax works naturally with the water in your body to help you go. Free your gut and your mood will follow. For 8 grams of fiber, try Mirror Fiber Gummies.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
When we say it'll be on time, they expect it to be on time.
Turn shipping to your advantage.
Keep those expectations with reliable ground shipping.
Thanks, Brandon.
With USPS Ground Advantage.
I love you just the way God
Don't miss Parmalee, Contemporary Country Hitmakers, live Thursday, September 12th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
Sunday Night Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Oh, well, some days when you got 20% chance of rain, sometimes you're the 80, sometimes you're the 20. I think more folks ended up being the 20 than perhaps we thought earlier today. I'll put that on me. Let's take a look at what's going on the radar right now. Lots of activity south of Cheney, kind of that Badger Lake area. So everybody down in South Spokane County, northern Whitman, just keep an eye on some of these. When thunder roars, head indoors. Let's zoom in a little bit closer to Spokane. In the Micah and Freeman areas, we've got some rain headed in your direction. The heaviest rain right around the Valley Ford area. This tracking slowly but surely to the east and slightly to the south. Wouldn't surprise me if we did get a lightning strike out of this, as it does look like it is continuing to intensify there on the south side of Micah Peak. Then we head north to the Magnesium Road area where we've got some rain. This is beginning to work its way into Orchard Prairie and then may clip the north side of Millwood, where we had a report out of the National Weather Service earlier this afternoon that we did see a tree fall down, that we'd had some power line issues there. So, hey, any little thunderstorm, even if it's just a small one for 5 minutes, they can pack a punch. And certainly we're packing a punch with some rain. We're also watching some of these thunderstorms that are developing in the Fort Spokane area. They are going to work their way into Spokane County as we head between now and about 8 in the evening. And then into Coeur d'Alene as we head towards the 9 o'clock hour. After 9 o'clock, we'll slowly see these showers and storms begin to diminish in intensity. But until then, everybody's got to keep an eye out for a little bit of thunder and lightning as we head through the rest of the night. And hopefully you can get some of that much needed rain that we saw today at your house. So that is the evening. Here's tomorrow. 60s to start for most people. We'll be in the 50s very early in the morning. Our temperatures will be in the low 80s for the afternoon. We will see some building clouds in the afternoon and midday hours as well. And there will be at least a few showers around. So let's show you where that's going to end up being. Once again, north of Deer Park, north of Athol, we'll see those showers developing in the mountains. They'll start to work their way down because we'll have a little bit more of a northerly wind tomorrow. And so by the time we get to the afternoon, a few more sprinkles moving into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Not expecting things to be nearly as intense as they were at times today. But certainly you got to keep an eye out for things after about 1 or 2 o'clock. And things calm down pretty quickly here for Monday. After Monday, it's all about hot weather. Strong high pressure off the coast is going to work its way in. And the extent of this warmth is going to extend all the way up into British Columbia. And it looks like this one is going to be sticking around for a while through the 4th and then into the weekend beyond the 4th and even into the following Monday and the week after. Really, really, really strong indications of hot weather. And look at that, 90s once we get past the 4th of July, and they could be sticking around for a long time.
90s, man. Summer's here, Matt. Thanks for that. Well, thanks to a partnership between Gonzaga's sports management program and the largest professional basketball team in Tuscany, 11 teenagers got the chance to immerse themselves in Hooptown USA culture. Sydney Berger spoke with a group of teenagers, many of whom in America for the first time, who got the chance to play in the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend.
I don't know, like the mecca of basketball.
When these teenagers were given the chance to travel to America and play in Hoop Fest, it was an offer they couldn't refuse.
I was really curious about this event, so I said yes at the first time, so yeah, I'm really excited.
The idea started after Gonzaga students got the opportunity to work internships with Pistoia Basket 2000, a pro team out of Tuscany, Italy.
My students are sport management students, and they need to learn about sports. They need to learn about sports outside of their bubble and you know, learn about sports and how it relates to culture and values and different communities.
This summer, it was Pistoia Basket's turn to immerse themselves in American culture. 11 Italian boys and girls from Pistoia's youth program were sent out to the States, getting their part in the cultural exchange while helping represent Italy for the first time ever at Hoop Fest. Of course, the Italian players want to show their skills can match up with the Americans, but more than that,
cultural and society tradition here in America. It's the first time for me, so I would like to learn something about it, keep it with us, and take it to the Italian basketball.
Eager to learn and experience different rules and styles of play, these teenagers are also dealing with a language barrier in an unfamiliar country. Luckily, one thing both the Italian players and the city of Spokane can relate on is the passion for basketball.
Coming up here after the break, we're going to float down the Spokane River in this week's Air 4 adventure. We take off from Peaceful Valley when we get back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Calling all captains. Whether you're a pontoon pirate with a large crew or a solo rider who carves up glassy lakes, all lakes lead to Allsport. Allsport has a huge selection of Sea-Doo watercraft. Who has it all? Allsport has it all. Join our local team in celebrating 40 years in business. Financing available on Can-Am, Ryker, Spyder, and more. If you're looking to make 2024 the most adventurous year yet, then have it all at Allsport, just off I-90 in Liberty Lake.
Every life lost to an opioid overdose is a big deal, especially to the friends, families, and communities left behind. But one small act can make a big difference. Naloxone, or Narcan, can reverse an overdose from opioids, including fentanyl. Almost every time it's used, naloxone saves a life. When they carry and use naloxone, friends save friends, brothers save sisters, parents save their kids. And that's huge. Find naloxone and learn how to use it at wafriendsforlife.org.
If you're looking for dining room, bedroom, or living room furniture,
then now is the time to buy during Kerner Furniture's warehouse sale.
Why Kerner Furniture? We have a great selection of home furnishings with fabric and finish customizations available.
Our friendly staff knows the right questions to ask to help you find your perfect piece.
We always guarantee the lowest Lazy Boy prices. If you find it for less somewhere else, we'll beat it.
Come see us in Coeur d'Alene and experience the Kerner Furniture difference during our warehouse sale.
Nice store, low prices.
Command picture hanging strips hold strong and remove cleanly. Command, do no harm.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. You told us you love stargazing, almost as much as you hate parallel parking. Remember how you forget to charge your phone? All good. That heavy right foot of yours? We got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio. It began with you.
Well, if you can get the day off, the 4th of July might be the perfect time to break out the rafts and paddle boards and hit some of the lakes and rivers in our area, though the water might still be a little bit chilly. In this week's Air 4 adventure, we're taking a trip down the Spokane River, starting in Peaceful Valley.
We're on the Spokane River here, rafting, floating, enjoying. A little cold, but not too bad. Great time of year, yeah, especially if you got a little tube. It's really good. Just enjoying the summer days here as long as they are here. Everybody should be out here if they got a tube and a life jacket, absolutely. And a whistle, make sure you got a whistle.
We went rafting and we had a lot of fun.
Oh, she loves it. Yeah, she was couldn't decide whether she wants to be on the big raft or on the little tubes with them, but she's been having a blast.
We had a bunch of fun. We went like over there where there was a rocky beach where we had lunch.
Put in about 10:30ish. Hit a couple of rapids, went under the bridges there, and it's clean, it's easy accessible, especially since they put that new little park downtown underneath the Maple Street Bridge. They got a ramp that goes right down to the water. It's real easy. I see lots of fish in it. I wish I would have a fishing rod or something, so it's a great day. Nice and warm.
I had really fun, and yes, I'm coming back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Aligned Family Chiropractic.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
GA, the advanced form of dry age-related macular degeneration, can irreversibly damage your vision. It can progress faster than you think. When GA threatens your eyes, take a stand. Slow GA with Syfovre. Syfovre is an eye injection that was proven to slow damaging lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only FDA-approved treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness. Syfovre can cause serious side effects such as eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Every moment counts. Act now to slow GA with Syfovre. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre.
Now a joke from Yoke's Fresh Market. What did the tomato say to his son when they were racing? Catch up!
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
With the 4th of July this week, we want to remind you fireworks are illegal in most parts of Spokane County. Here's a list of the places that they are currently banned. And illegal possession, the sale or use of fireworks can result in fines of more than $500 per violation. But the good news is there's still plenty of official fireworks show that you and your family can enjoy, including the shows at Avista Stadium, Riverfront Park, and Liberty Lake, and of course downtown Coeur d'Alene. You can find the times and more information on those shows on our website, KXLY.com. And Matt, with how dry it is, just avoiding those fireworks altogether, really good call in the band there.
Absolutely, and there's an added emphasis here considering what the weather is doing coming up into July 4th, and then I know many people are going to be taking a long weekend. They'll take Friday off. Maybe they'll try to take Monday off. I know I'm going to try. Celebrating Saturday and Sunday, too. So with these temperatures getting as hot as they are, yes, we saw some rain today, but remember, it's not going to make up for a dry spring, a dry 3 months. So everybody just be safe out there as we head into the holiday.
All right. Good reminder there, Matt. Thanks for that. And thanks for joining us here. We'll see you tonight at 11 o'clock.